In the Buddha's time, while he was staying at Jetavana, the monks were gathered in the Hall of Truth. They were speaking together about Sariputta, the captain of the faith. On a certain day, lay supporters came to the monastery, bringing a large quantity of meal cakes for the Sangha. After the monks had eaten their fill, much still remained.
Venerable sirs, please take some for those who are away in the village.
At that time, a young monk who was Sariputta's co-resident was absent in the village. A portion of cakes was set aside for him. As the sun rose higher, the hour drew close to midday. Because the young monk had not yet returned, and because the time was passing, the monks gave the reserved portion to Sariputta. He ate the cakes that were offered to him. The young monk returned from the village. As the others were finishing their meal, he heard the monks speaking among themselves about the meal cakes, how plentiful they had been, how sweet and satisfying.
Were any cakes set aside for me?
The monks told him that a portion had indeed been reserved. Relieved, the young monk went to take his share. When he reached the place where the cakes were kept, he found nothing there. The portion set aside for him was gone. He returned at once.
What happened to the cakes that were set aside for me?
The monks told him that Sariputta had eaten them. They did not say that the cakes had been offered. They did not say that Sariputta had taken nothing unoffered. The young monk went to Sariputta.
Why did you eat my cakes?
Sariputta looked at him and answered quietly. Friend, it seems that I ate the cakes that were set aside for you. The young monk replied lightly, with words that carried more than they seemed.
It's all right, Venerable. We all have a sweet tooth.
He saw how a simple act had become a cause for another's distress, and how that distress had turned into careless speech, leaving consequences already set in motion. Sariputta did not explain himself. He did not correct the misunderstanding. That very day, he resolved within himself. From then on, he would never eat meal cakes again. Having no attachment to taste or comfort, and seeing how even a simple food could become a condition for harm, he removed himself from the cause entirely. From that day forward, Sariputta never touched meal cakes again. The monks later spoke of this matter in the Hall of Truth. The Buddha came and asked, "What are you discussing, monks?" They told him of Sariputta's vow. Monks, when Sariputta gives something up, he never takes it back again, even if his life is at stake. At the monk's request, the Buddha then told a story of the past. A long time ago, when Brahmadatta was reigning in Benares, there lived a physician skilled in curing snake bites. He earned his living by treating those who had been bitten by serpents. One day, a countryman was bitten by a snake. His relatives quickly brought him to the physician.
"Shall I draw out the poison with the usual antidotes? A treatment costing 10 silvers. Or shall the snake be caught and made to suck out its own venom, which costs but 1 silver?"
The relatives looked at one another.
"Have the snake caught and make it suck out the poison."
The snake was caught and brought before the physician.
Did you bite this man?
Yes, I did.
Then suck out the poison you have shed.
What? Take back poison once shed? I never did so before, and I never will.
The physician kindled a fire.
Either suck out the poison or enter the fire.
The snake moved toward the flames and spoke.
I will not take back what I've already given, not even to save my life. Death is better than living by weakness.
The physician stopped the snake. Using medicines and charms, he drew out the poison. The man was healed. The physician admonished the snake.
Henceforth, do harm to none.
He then released it. And thus, the Buddha connected the story of the past to the present. The snake of that time was Sariputta. As for the physician, it was I.
We hope you enjoyed the video. Please do us a favor and answer these questions in the comments below. What did you learn from this video? What was your favorite Chataka or Dhammapada, and why? Which Chataka or Dhammapada would you like to see next? Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video.